Hey you guys, love y'all today. Thanks for joining me for another vid. I'm making this video for all my beautiful Orgonite people. All you guys making and putting that Orgonite out there. I love y'all. Thanks for what you're doing. You're doing a great job making a huge change on the planet, and I appreciate you for that. So I wanted to give you some intel that's going to change things, and that's really going to help accelerate things and take us further in consciousness and take us to the next level. Okay? So what I'm going to start by telling you is ways that you can gift, that I have learned to gift without actually physically making Orgonite. Okay? Now, when you begin in the creation of making Orgonite, what you're actually doing is you're creating something in the astral dimension with your positive intentions and vibrations, which in turn manifest in the physical and does what your intentions are. Whatever you're thinking or doing when you make it, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to protect from chemtrails, I'm going to protect from negative energy, I'm going to help the earth, protect the earth, heal the earth. Whatever you're thinking, like when you're making it, that goes into the device, the intention into the device. Now, what I'm learning recently with like my astral projections and everything is we can do whatever we want in the astral, You literally, you don't even have to astral project, and you can do things in the physical just by thinking it, and it will manifest in the astral. Okay, so don't think you have to astral project to do the things that you can do while you're astral projecting. Yeah, it's really fun, and I love doing that. But just so you know, you can do it right where you're sitting right now. So what I wanted to tell y'all is you can create Orgonite. Okay, like with your visualizations, with your thoughts, you can create whatever kind of device you want, put whatever stones in it, and then you can put it places and tell it what to do. And it will do it just as if you went physically and put a piece of Orgonite by a cell phone tower or wherever you put it, This is huge. If you get this video out to people and people learn this is going to change and revolutionize things on the earth. I manifest it now. So, make however big you want. There's no limits. You can make them the size of mountains. You can make them the size of the earth. You can make them the size of the solar system. It doesn't really matter. In the astral is a place of magic, and it's an unlimited place. It's a limitless place. Everything is made out of consciousness energy. So consciousness energy is unlimited, which your body is made out of consciousness energy. So you are unlimited, and your body is unlimited. Like, you can do whatever you want with your astral body. You can tell your astral body to be as big as the whole universe, and it will be. You can do anything, all right? So just so you know, whatever metals you want to use, like maybe, in the physical you can't afford gold or platinum. Well, guess what? In the astral, create yourself some gold shavings and some platinum shavings, and start creating whatever you want. And with whatever resin, hardener, whatever you want, put it together, and then put it somewhere, and then tell it what to do. Visualize it being buried into the ground, and tell it what to do. Gift that tower. Make that tower into a positive Orgone energy generator. And not only can you do that, but you can also, when you do something like that, you can give it all different kinds of intentions. It doesn't have to be make it into a POR generator. It could be, you can tell the cell phone tower to send violet flames into the earth and all life on earth. You could tell it to heal and remove diseases and sicknesses from people's bodies. You can tell it clean and purify the water and the atmosphere of the planet. You can tell it anything. You really can. You can tell it anything, and you can create whatever you want. And I'm just giving you guys some examples. But right now I'm telling you Orgonite, but I'm doing all kinds of stuff in the astral. To give you an example, I created Navy warships, made out of sacred flames of purification, which have the ability to fly, and their purpose is to clean and protect the water of the earth, and also to protect the earth from anything that is not holy or godly. You know, and they do whatever you tell them to do. And once you start astral projecting and coming out of your body, or have the ability to see with your third eye, you can see what you created. It's a beautiful thing. I've got to see some of my creations, and I'm very pleased. And I know the Creator is pleased too. The Creator has told me that He's very pleased with my creations. That's what the Creator wants you to do, guys. Creator wants you to create. We're creator beings, so we have this power within us, and that's what He wants you to do. That's all He asks of you. Be loving and start creating. So I wanted to tell y'all, you can start creating Orgonite, earth pipes, whatever you can think or imagine, any shape, size, whatever you want. Put whatever shavings and stones in it, whatever you want, and start putting them places wherever you want, and tell them what to do. And also try to encode them with some kind of a sacred energy. Like I always try to put like Metatron's cube in them, or I try to make them out of also sacred love energy, or sacred light energy, or violet flame energy, or ascension fire energy. Just any kind of a sacred energy. I try to make them also out of that, and then I program them with the intention that no dark astral technology or dark being or dark force, nothing negative can harm you or come upon you. I also add that in to the intention to make the devices like invincible, so that nothing can harm them. Okay, so do that as well. And I wanted to tell you can start doing that. I've already put this out there, and a lot of you already know about this, but I'm going to put it just in case maybe somebody hasn't watched this video before, or learned about this before. Is basically you can bless anything with positive Orgone energy, and then give it an intention. So you can say, like the cell phone towers in your area, or whatever, the electronics in your home, the smart meter, the freaking Wi-Fi router, whatever. You can say, I bless you with positive Orgone energy, so that you would bring healing to me in my home and all things in my home. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. And you can give it different intentions. It doesn't have to be that. It's whatever you want. So you can bless any cell phone tower, bless anything that's a DOR generator with positive Orgone energy, or violet flames, or sacred fires of purification, or love and light. You can bless anything with some kind of a sacred energy, and then program it with an intention, and it will do that. Okay, so remember that. You can gift that way. Now, here's something else that's going to help you guys out. The purpose of your gifting is what you're actually doing when you're gifting Orgonite. You're activating the Christ consciousness grid. That's what you're doing. Whenever you bury an Orgonite somewhere, whenever you gift a tower, you're actually activating the Christ consciousness grid. So I wanted to also tell you, you can create things and beings and stuff in the astral and tell them to activate the Christ consciousness grid. You can create tigers, lions, angels, whatever your mind can conceive of, some kind of a being of love and light, or made out of a being made out of some kind of a sacred energy. I always try to do like what I do with all my creations, make them invincible, make them out of some sacred energy that no dark thing can harm them. I always try to put Metatron's cube in them. I always do something to make them invincible and sacred. And then once you've created these things, or whatever you've created, like I've created, you know how there's chemtrails ships or chemtrail planes? I've created light trails, okay? Planes that do the opposite of what the chemtrails do. And it works. Like literally, when I tell them to start spraying, I feel a huge difference, and like any kind of form of attack that's being brought against me stops. But what I'm getting at is whatever you're creating, whatever legions of angels and armies, or whatever you're creating in the astral, you can give them the intention to clear, activate, and heal the Christ consciousness grid. And you'll see the grid will come alive. It's like the same thing that happens when you gift. You know, the birds will be flying around everywhere. The animals will be in their little love song and dance. It's a beautiful thing when the Christ consciousness grid comes alive. It's like heaven coming alive on earth, like heaven's coming down to earth. That's really what your purpose is of Orgonite gifting, is bringing that heaven down to earth, which is what we're doing when you Orgonite gift. So with all that said, you guys, I just wanted to give you guys this information of the different ways you can gift without actually physically making Orgonite. I know a lot of people always send me emails, well, I don't have the money to make it right now, but when I do, blah, blah, blah. Well, hey, here, in your hands is a way to do it now without actually making it. Start protecting your homes and your communities. And just so you know, it's an upkeep. It's not something like once you do it once, it's not always permanent and always there. The way that it works is as long as you stay in positive, loving vibrations, your things, your creations and everything seem to always be working. But as soon as you have a fearful thought or a negative thought or an emotion, that thing that you created stops working. So what you need to do is you need to constantly be upkeeping and redoing whatever it is you're doing. You know, because we're working at getting at that place where we all carry a love vibration. And I understand it takes time, and same thing with me. It's nothing that happens overnight. It's a process that we're of learning. And so just so you know, when you create something like that, it's not going to be permanently there. You need to keep creating, keep doing what I'm telling you. Keep doing it. Keep creating the beings. Keep creating the ships. Keep creating the angels. Keep creating whatever your imagination can conceive with the positive love and light vibration behind it, and give it that authority to activate and protect and heal the Christ consciousness grid. And it will. All right, let me think if there's any other way that you can gift without actually gifting Orgonite. Another way you can gift without actually gifting Orgonite is the Orgonite devices that you've already created. You can tell them what to do, okay? You can tell an Orgonite device to gift this tower. You can tell an Orgonite device to activate the Christ consciousness grid. You can tell an Orgonite device that you've created to do anything, and it will do it. So that's another way. If you already have Orgonite devices, you can tell them what to do, and they'll do it. And what's even better is just write, activate Christ consciousness grid on a piece of paper, and then put it underneath your Orgonite device, and that will begin activating the Christ consciousness grid. And whatever intention you might have, anything you want or think or conceive of, give yourself healing, bring abundance into your life, any positive, good thing for you, you can write that down on a piece of paper and put it underneath your Orgonite device, and it will do it. And you can do anything with them. It's whatever your imagination can conceive. You can draw, you can take a picture of HARP, and you can put the HARP network and say, bless HARP with positive Orgone energy, or activate Christ consciousness grid where HARP is. I mean, you could do anything and put that under your Orgonite pyramid, and it'll begin doing it. So just giving you some ideas and tips and hints. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check me out at iamorgone.org. My contact information, my website is always under the description. I'm selling the big, large, massive 11-inch Giza pyramid right now for $127.77. It's on sale. I'm painting them gold. They're powered. They plug in the wall. Comes with a frequency generator and an AC wall adapter. They're so ridiculously strong and powerful. You can go and read the testimonials for yourself on my website to see what people are saying about it. But it's bringing big changes on the earth. It's really freaking the dark out by how powerful they are and the big changes that they're making. And I'm trying to get them out everywhere on the earth, as many as I can, you know, to just help the planet and to help everybody. All right, you guys, I love y'all, and I'll catch you in the next vid. One love. Peace.